In today's video, we're going to review and unbox one of the hottest things on the market right now, the ES Session Chanter. Stay tuned. Hello everybody, I'm Matt Willis Bagpiper, and on this channel I make videos to make you a stronger and more confident piper. If you like this kind of content, please think about liking the video, subscribing to the channel, comment below with any thoughts you have, and sharing with any other pipers in your life. I also give Skype lessons if you want more personalized instruction, but more on that later. I have a box here from Lone Star Piper, run by Mr. Jeremy Downs, that has a number of goodies in it, or at least I think it does. Let's take a look and see what's inside. All right. Originally housed some drum gear, clearly. It's got a pearl logo right there. Pretty sure this is going to be bagpipe related, though. Again, using corner of the knife. I got mail. All right, what's all in here? Some packaging material. ES Session Chanter, a Hardy Infinity Chanter, and the Chris Armstrong collection here. I've been particularly excited to take a gander at the tunes on this, and his delivery method I think is brilliant. Just a USB stick in a little box here. Now a couple of cards again from Mr. Lone Star Piper there, Jeremy Downs. So let's get this out of the way. So there'll be separate reviews for each of these items. We got the Infinity Chanter, the card from Chris Armstrong, his new book here, The Collection. But today we're going to focus on the ES Session Chanter. Say that 5 times fast. All right, let's open this up and see how it is. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Look here, we got some great packaging right here. So we have the top. That's some firm foam it's in. And we have 2 bottoms. Are they labeled? Okay, here we have B flat. So they are labeled B flat. And I guess this one would be A. It does not state, but it is longer, so it's going to be lower pitched. And it's got 3 reeds right on top. We're just going to grab one of them. They look the same. I guess screw this in. So it's threaded. It's threaded here. It's threaded here at the bottom to assemble this bottom section. I'll bring it out here in a second, but I have a first generation ES Session Chanter that looks quite a bit different than this. And the bottom section was not removable on that one. It's already got a reed inside. So it comes with 4 reeds. At least this one did. All right, it's all screwed together. Let's see how this thing plays. We're pairing today's Session Chanter with the Glenmorangie La Santa. This is a lovely Highland single malt whiskey, 12 years, sherry cask finish. And I've really been enjoying this bottle. I've been studying it just a little bit, as Ralphie would say, for those of you who know Ralphie. Definitely some citrus on the nose, and that maybe raisin? Yeah, I would say raisin and maybe a toffee, or maybe just like burnt sugar, like just sugar on like a stove that's being cooked up. But that's a lovely smell. Very nice arrival. Very nice arrival. What is this bottle that? It's at 43%, so it's a good proof. I always like it when the whiskeys are bottled above 40. 46, I often find that I do like to add a couple of drops of water. A lot of 43s I enjoy just like this. On the palate, there's definitely like a nuttiness that isn't, I don't necessarily get on the nose. But yeah, kind of a walnut. I mean, the toffee or the burnt sugar and orange is still certainly there, but walnut, good. And just a nice long finish. It just kind of keeps going for days, so enjoying that. Here I have the iStrobosoft tuner by Peterson for the iOS. For Android it is available, but it does not have the sweetener pack, as they call it, that allows you to, well, tune it to Highland bagpipe intervals and temperament, which are different than normal temperament. But that's a bunch of theory. We don't need to worry about that. All right, we're going to read this thing up. I have the A440 bottom in there. We're going to test a couple of notes against the tuner here and see how it's doing. See how deeply we need to seat these reeds in the reed seat and give it a go. That's pretty close to A. It's lovely. It's got quite a nice sound. It's not quite as metallic as I was fearing it might be with this particular reed. Now we're going to try it with another reed here in a minute, but first I want to see if we can just unscrew this top, because the whole top comes out and the reed is still safely protected in here, and we'll see if the same reed goes well in the B flat. I have no idea. We're going to find out. So that was the A body. Let's turn this back on, the tuner. Let's see how this B flat is coming along. Again, they fit very snugly in this particular box. There we go, got it out. And the thing looks awesome. I mean, for B flat, it's coming in just a little bit low. It's reading A sharp here. It's the same note. It's coming in just a little bit flatter. It still seems pretty much balanced. Now that top note's a little sour. So with the reed in the same spot between A and B flat, it's a little flat, but that doesn't surprise me because A needs to be deeper. It needs to be longer. So I can imagine that the reed needs to sit out further for A than it would for B flat. So I just wanted to test it, but it's not surprising. I think it's going to come in right where it needs to. Push it down just a little bit and see how we're doing. Maybe just a little bit more. It's having to blow just a little bit harder than I wanted to. That's not moving a lot, which is a great sign. That's just got a very nice tone. It's very mellow. It's not terribly metallic sounding, which was something I was fearing. Now that's with this particular reed. I just have these other reeds sitting down here. I have no idea how they're going to do. Let's give another one a try. So we know this guy is a great reed, going really well. Go ahead and take it out. Oh, one of the other reeds I had was actually from my original ES Session Chanter. Let's take a second to look at this guy. This one actually has on the bottom hemp. The top is hemp. The bottom section is not removable. The whole thing is still metal. You see, it's quite a different design aesthetic. I mean, it's still got some similar grooves and stuff. But for giggles, let's see how my original one is sounding. So it's playing pretty well, but it has a much more metallic tone, at least with this reed. I'm curious, will one of these new reeds go in here? And if so, how will it play? Now it needs to be seated more deeply, and with these O-rings, it looks like that's not going to play very nicely. I don't want to force those O-rings down. This is a more traditional reed seat, even if it's metal, meant for some hemp. So we're not going to try that. But let's try real quick how my original reed, will it even go in here? It's a little loose. I don't know if that's going to work or not. It's probably way too far. I put the wrong top on. Let's try this one. So the top's from the original from 2004 or 5-ish. Not quite interchangeable with the new one. I didn't think that would work. Okay, let's try a different reed. We got this guy right here. Let's see how it's doing. Again, in B flats, need to be pushed down a little bit further. Now this one has a slightly more metallic sound, not unpleasant, a little bit raspier, a different tone than you'd get out of probably any wooden practice chanter. This original reed I tried with, and I just picked reeds, was a little rounder, a little bit more true to a traditional practice chanter sound, but this certainly isn't unpleasant. I So it's a little thinner, a little raspier. So something I'm really enjoying is that I didn't expect is by having the chanter be actually exactly cylindrical in it. No way is it conical. The bottom hand is super comfortable. That read's a little kind of woofy. Let's try another read. That read's not working quite as well for the G grace notes. All right, I'm going to try to put some of these O-rings back on. I got myself kind of a thick skewer here, and I went ahead and put the O-ring down and around it. And I'm just going to put that skewer now into the bottom of this reed and see if maybe, just maybe, I can roll these back onto the reed, because I was having a hard time just doing it by hand. Now, obviously, I don't want to jab the reed into me and hurt the blades of the reed at all. All right, there we go. So it did work. I got all three O-rings back onto the reed, which is good. So now, just like from the factory, we got the three O-rings on the end of this reed. And there'll be photos afterwards of the product, so you can really kind of take a gander at how this looks. Give you an idea of all the details that are on it. I mean, it says like ESSC right on many of these parts, well branded. It's also got a groove for where your thumb would go, which is also pretty nice, especially for a more beginning player. You've got a great idea of boom right there where your thumb should go, right behind your middle finger. The high G is really nice. It's not too sharp. It's right where it needs to be. I don't feel like I have to really change my blowing to bring that high G in, so that's really nice. Just try another read. Now, it's got a little bit more volume, but again, it's got a little bit more rasp. Again, it's not in any way unpleasant, but it's a different sound. It's a more metallic sound, and it's a little bit more indicative of the materials this is made out of, which is, this is not poly. This is like anodized aluminum. It's black for certain, but that's not plastic. Lovely. So again, it's got zap to it, kind of in the sound, which is actually pretty fun. This reed has lovely strength. The other one was a little mellow. It was a little quiet, very rounded sound. This one's a little more full-bodied. Okay, that's reed number 2. We're going to try reed number 3. Let's go to this reed right here. Again, this is a more rounded, softer reed than the last one. It's more similar to that first reed we were trying. Getting the job done. That's excellent. All right, we got one more. But still got a lovely high G. Again, super comfortable bottom hand. That being a cylinder, I did not expect that to be such a great feel, but man, it's awesome. Well, there you go, everyone. A brief rundown of the new ES Session Chanter. This has the A and the B flat bodies. I hear there's now a C body. This kit does not contain that. No, it does not contain that, so I can't review that part, but the A and the B flat, respectively, tune very nicely. They're right where they need to be as long as you get the reeds seated properly. The build quality on this is exceptionally high. It's very well done. The packaging it comes in is lovely, even if you never use it again. It's great being able to go between B flat and B. If you are an instructor and you have students with different chanters, this could be a solution that lets you go back and forth between the two pitches, because some chanters, like the new R.G. Hardy Twist Trap chanters, tend to be in A. A lot of older chanters tend to be in B flat. So it's nice to be able to have the variety to go back and forth with one instrument. The body, very comfortable on the bottom hand. It's making me want to actually work a little bit more on some of my bottom hand embellishments in a good way because it's so comfortable. I'd be very curious to see how that then translates back to the pipe chanter. I don't see how it would in any way be negative. Anything that makes you want to work and practice on technique, I think, is a boon. It's a great benefit. So good job on that. Stay tuned, everyone. There'll be some photos to look at of this particular chanter. I'll include both bodies and some of the packaging so you can really kind of get a gander of what all comes with this lovely product. Well, thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you got something out of this video, I'd love it if you gave the video a like, maybe subscribe to the channel, and shared this with any other pipers in your life. It's been great building this channel. This is my first video of my now second full year of making these YouTube videos, and I look forward to many, many more. If you want to go the extra mile, you can head over to my Patreon, where as little as $1 a month goes a long way to helping support the channel and fund endeavors like this. Now, again, this one was luckily sent to me to review by Mr. Jeremy Downs at Lone Star Piper, so go ahead and check him out if you're thinking about maybe picking one of these up. I also give Skype lessons if you want more personalized instruction. Go ahead and head over to www.mattpiper.com or email me below with the email you see right there, and we'll get you going. I'm now working with people all over the planet, and it's fantastic to have that opportunity. So thank you guys so much, and I really enjoy, well, getting to meet people from all over this world. All right, everybody, I'm Matt Willis Bagpiper, and until next time, cheers.